Dímelo, mi gente! Que lo que? You already know this is Punsh Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazón, aka El Borracho, aka Café Bustelo, aka El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Punch Drunk Boxing Latino pound for pound list. Now, of course, every pound for pound is different, is opinionated. Everybody got their own list. Everybody, got their what they feel is their top 10. But this is my list, respectfully. And y'all can leave it in the comment section if y'all like it, if it's cool, if it's alright, you know what I'm saying, if it's fair. If you don't like it, just leave it in the comment section. Y'all already know, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Y'all already know, man. Latinos Unidos. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Dominican Republic. Shout out to Puerto Rico, Mexico, Peru, Venezuela. Hey, yo, you heard what's happening over there? They trying to make the Latinos look like we're public enemy number one out here, huh? They the Venezuela people is taking over the communities, man. I answer. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it boxing. Shout out to Cuba. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? All the islands, Central America. It is what it is. But this is my pound for pound list. And just let me say the honorable mentions. The guys that is not in the pound for pound list that probably should be on the pound for pound list if somebody else created it. So shout out to Carlos Adamas. Honorable mention. Chocolatito, he's been inactive, but he's one of my favorite fighters and stuff like that. If some people, because he's a living legend, y'all want to put him in there, right? Who else? Suldo Ramirez, honorable mention, Suldo Ramirez. Who else? Anyway, you leave it in the comment section. But this is my top 10. Coming in number 10, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Figueroa with great wins versus Luis Neri. Great win. Well, not a win, but people did feel like he did beat Stephen Fulton. But you know what I'm saying? 2 division world champion, stuff like that. Got to give him a lot of credit. He's been doing good. And I think that him and Fundura got same issues in terms of not fighting to their height. You know what I'm saying? But we see what Fundura did last fight. But we're going to go to Fundura. He's on the list as well. But I think that Brandon Figueroa and Fundura, they got the same type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? If Fundura will be better if he fights with a better IQ. You know what I'm saying? Because he's taller than everybody else within his division and stuff like that. But Brandon Figueroa is a warrior and stuff like that. I like the way that he likes to scrap and he goes out there and fight. Ryan Garcia, the one that beat Devin Haney from pillar to mother effing post. Ryan Garcia has made Devin Haney look. Hey yo, he gotta make him. He looks so bad that he's missing punches. Out there in the carnival and stuff like that. Diablo, man. Ryan Garcia has been going. Tú sabes, un poquito loquito. Ryan Garcia, Hopefully he get his ish together. In my opinion, yeah, people want to take the win away, the Osterin. Man, please, Ryan Garcia did his thing. The only blemish in his record is Gervonta Tank Davis, and that was, he got that fight, stipulations and things of that nature. But Ryan Garcia overall being Luke Campbell. Ryan Garcia have displayed good power, good speed, good wins. Look at Oscar Duarte. That was a good win right there. They aged well. And he beat Devin Haney, Devin Haney was a pound for pound at the time, right? So got to give a lot of credit to Ryan Garcia. The only thing is he hasn't won a title as well. But Juan Francisco Estrada coming in number 8. Juan Francisco Estrada, living legend in his own right, beating Chocolatito. Of course, some people believe that Chocolatito won the fight, but that's what you get when it's a high competitive ultimate chess match, when you're seeing the best fighting the best. But he came out with the victory with Chocolatito, got some great wins, 2 division, unified champion in his career. Juan Francisco Estrada going to be a future Hall of Fame as well. And if it's battle with Bam Rodriguez, and that's why we're going to be talking about Bam Rodriguez a little later within this content. Jaime Munguia have campaigned in the 3 divisions, was a champion and stuff like that. Fighter of the year candidate last year when he fought Sergey Derevchenko and stuff like that. He beat and stopped the guy that Canelo Alvarez couldn't stop in John Ryder, and that's what got him to fight with Canelo Alvarez. He's still young, he's strong, and hopefully probably this is going to make him a better fighter as well. But Jaime Munguia comes in at number 8. Coming in number 7. Coming in number 6, the Phenom in 154-pound division, the Terminator of Latino boxing, Virgil Ortiz, and a great performance he had with Boachuk and stuff like that, just showing the grit and determination, showing the grit, the traditional Mexican chin as well. I just feel like, he's just scraping everybody. His last fight, yes, it was competitive, but look, every fighter got a competitive fight. You know what I'm saying? Them 1 or 2s, them tough fights. The greats have been in those type of fights. But I like the way that Virgil Ortiz carried himself. I like the Virgil Ortiz, put the effort into snatching that win away from Boachuk and stuff like that. So Virgil Ortiz, in my opinion, I just believe that he was destroying everybody in 147 they put in front of him, and he was destroying. And I believe that he probably going to be the last man standing in 154. Virgil Ortiz, I believe he's going to be the last man standing. But in the 154-pound division, we got the unified champion, and Sebastian Fundora. Like what I was saying earlier about Brandon Figueroa, Sebastian Fundora showed to use his IQ, use his distance, use his reach versus Tim Tszyu, another phenom in the 154-pound division. You already know, I already said, if y'all familiar with the channel, the 154-pound division is the most stacked, most lucrative, more interesting, most competitive. I believe that everybody, all the top guys are in the same type of level, so we're going to get a lot of 50-50 fights in the 154-pound division, and leading the way, one of the guys that's leading the way is Sebastian Fundora. Hopefully he gets in the ring with Bud Crawford. Hopefully he gets in the ring with the likes of Tim Tszyu, with the likes of Jamel Charlo, with the likes of Virgil Ortiz. That would be a good fight out there in Texas. Wow. But number 5, Fundora, he's accomplished, beating good guys in 154. He beat Erickson Lubin and stuff like that in a great fight. Yes, he lost to Brian Mendoza, but he got his victory back. When it comes to, when it comes to Latino boxing, we don't give a damn about damn undefeated-ish. We don't care about perfection. We care about the spirit of fighting, the spirit of competing, and that's the culture of Latino boxing. We don't like the twinkie toes, fighters, pot shotting each other. No, this is the different pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Coming in number 4, the Phenom 168-pound division, the super middleweight, former champion, La Bandera Roja, the Mexican monster, the Dominican monster, the Ecuadorian monster, David Benavidez, coming in number 4 and stuff like that. You already know he been destroying a lot of his opponent. Last outing, you already know he went to the 175-pound division. Probably won almost all the rounds versus Alexander. Yes, he didn't stop the dude, but that was the first time in the 175-pound division. He's still young, he's still strong. Of course, we still want to see David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez, and probably that will come through fruition maybe sometimes. We waiting to see if he's gonna fight the winner of Dimitri Bivol versus Beterbiev, and I hope I could see that fight. That will be a great fight for him to carve his own legacy. He beat Kalen Plant as well. He beat Darrell. So in 168, he did what he had to do. Of course, he has a couple of hiccups in his careers in which, he had to be stripped for his world title twice. But he worked his way back up into contentions, and he is what he is. And I think that he's going to be one of the faces of boxing in terms of a cash cow in ASAP. You know what I'm saying? Coming to number 3. Now, this is going to be a little bit controversial because, number 3, number 2, you can flip it around, right? Bam Rodriguez. Bam Rodriguez, one of the young fighters that has been setting the tone, that has been, two of the fighters, Bam Rodriguez and Teofimo Lopez, but let's stay with Bam Rodriguez right now. Bam Rodriguez, you already know that beat the living legend in Juan Francisco Estrada. He went down, he got right back up and knocked out and stopped Juan Francisco Estrada. Bam Rodriguez have stepped up to the plate. What are the young fighters in the sport of boxing that his career is not manufactured? He's not a manufactured fighter like a lot of young fighters out here in the sport of boxing. Bam Rodriguez beat Quadra. Bam Rodriguez beat Rumvasai. Bam Rodriguez beat Juan Francisco Estrada. Rumvasai that beat both Chocolatito and Juan Francisco Estrada. You got to give a lot of credit to Bam Rodriguez. He's taking the world by storm, baby. Woo! man, I love to see Bam Rodriguez. He is one of the most entertaining fighters, smartest fighter, IQ. He got everything in the toolbox. Shout out to Bam Rodriguez. Coming to number 2, the 2-division lineal champion, Teofimo Lopez, the captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief, Hondurans own, Spain, America, Brooklyn, New York City. Teofimo Lopez coming in number 2, baby. Working out there with Canelo Alvarez as well. Probably going to be trained by Eddie Reynoso alongside with his dad, trainer of the year, two former trainer of the year, Eddie Reynoso and Teofimo Lopez Sr. Teofimo Lopez, one of the best records in the sport of boxing today. The most accomplished fighter of this young generation. Now, when I'm talking about this generation, I'm talking about even alongside with Bam Rodriguez, the Virgil Ortiz, the Tank Davis, the Ryan Garcia, the Devin Haney, the Shakur Stevenson. He is the most accomplished. He's the one that set the tone for this generation. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing, the whole world of boxing, 100% non-dispute, when he would be recognized as the 2-division undisputed world champion by the age of 25 if it wasn't for the politics of the sport of boxing. Y'all already know he beat Vasily Lomachenko when he was regarded pound for pound. 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. He beat Josh Taylor in the 140-pound division where he was undisputed and never didn't lose. He just vacated his belt. So y'all already know what I'm talking about. He beat the guy Sando Martin that retired, the late Mikey Garcia, another great Latino boxer that was a 4-division world champion. And he beat Richard Comey. He beat him from Africa. Yes, Teofimo Lopez got a great resume. Already punched himself into the Hall of Fame, ladies and gentlemen. And now we go into the number 1. The guy that Teofimo Lopez is training with currently right now. Canelo Alvarez, Saul Canelo Alvarez. El King, El Rey. The 4-division world champion, super middleweight undisputed. King Nelo, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Cashnelo, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. Get the fuck out of here, man, if you don't believe that he is El Rey, El King of Boxeo. The guy that has the best resume of this year generation, carried the world of sports on his shoulder for a long, long time, and still is the face of boxing. Comes in at number 1, numero uno. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Latino Punsh Drunk Boxing pound for pound list. If you have your own list, I want to see it in the comment section. Give me props if you like it. If you want to, you know what I'm saying, switch it around, couple of names and stuff like that. But this is what it is. And shout out to all the Latinos that has been representing. And of course, La Reina, the queen, Amanda Serrano, the real GOAT, the greatest woman fighter of all time. Amanda Serrano is the queen of boxing, the 7th-division world champion, undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think about the list, man. Love y'all. God bless. Smash the like. Subscribe to the channel. Support. Let's go. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.